I see, I remember you, if you remember me.
Welcome to 7-minute study. In this video I'm going to give you a few examples of HCF and LCM which are going to be very helpful for you regarding or explaining you some examples which can be applied in aptitude related exams or competitive exams which are held before interviews by certain companies. So let's proceed with the examples. The first example goes as: three numbers are in the ratio of 3:4:5 and their LCM is 2400. So we have to find the HCF of the three numbers. Let's say the numbers be 3x, 4x and 5x. So what would be the LCM of these numbers? X would be common, so x would be remaining there, and other factor, considering all other factors, we are going to get LCM of 3, 4 and 5 as 60, right? So 60 into x would be the LCM of the three numbers. So what is 60 into x? It is 2400. So we would get 40 as x, which is nothing, which gives us the numbers to be 3 into 40, 4 into 40 and 5 into 40. So what would be the highest common factor? As it is evident clearly, the highest common factor would be 40, right? 3 into 40, 4 into 40 and 5 into 40. 3, 4 and 5 have nothing in common, but 40 is the only common part or the highest common factor or the greatest common divisor possible in all the three numbers. So let's go with the next example. Reduce 128352 divided by 238368 to its lowest forms. I am going to talk or tell you a tip regarding such questions, which is, remember that when the number of digits in the numerator and denominator are equal, or if the number of digits in the denominator are more than the numerator and we are asked to find the lowest terms possible, then we have to go with the HCF method, where we have to find the HCF and LCM, HCF of numerator and the denominator of the given division or fraction. So to find the HCF, we are going to use a basic technique, which is dividing the denominator by the numerator, and then we find out the greatest point where after which or where we get 0. So that's going to be the HCF of the two numbers, that is the numerator and denominator, like this. So now we divide the numerator and denominator with the HCF of the found number. So we get 128358 divided by 18336 as 7, and 238368 divided by 18336 as 13. So the reduced form of the factor would be 7 by 13. Okay. So let's consider another example. A, B and C start at the same time in the same direction to run around a circular track. A completes a round in 252 seconds, B completes the same in 308 seconds and C in 198 seconds, all starting at the same point. After what time they will be meeting again at the starting point? So to answer such questions, we are going to use a trick which is very easy to solve this huge question. That is, we find nothing but the least common multiple of the three times, that is 252, 308 and 198 seconds, which would be nothing but 2772 seconds, which is 46 minutes and 12 seconds. This is nothing but we are asked to find the least point after which they meet again at the starting point. So that's nothing but the least common multiple. So remember a technique or tip or trick or anything you can call it, that if we are asked sums related to least and greatest, for least we mostly use least common multiple, and for the greatest we use greatest common divisor or the HCF. So please go through the question carefully, as you can find out answer from the questions directly in aptitude. So let's go with this last and final example of today's session. The sum of two numbers is 58 and their LCM is 168. Find the two numbers. It's a basic rule or property of HCF. So that it is nothing but if the sum of two numbers is having a factor of a sum of two numbers has a factor of HCF of the two numbers. That is nothing but, if we have HCF of two numbers, it's going to be the factor of the two numbers. So let's say H be factor of two numbers given, so the H will be the factor of 52. Okay, so H must be factor of LCM. Because if we have LCM of two numbers, then H is also going to be the factor of that is, H is nothing but HCF in this case, so H is also going to be a factor of LCM, right? Because LCM is nothing but almost kind of multiplication between two numbers. That is because we find the multiples of the two numbers. So the H is HCF of 58, 52 and 168, which is going to be 4. So product of two numbers equals to product of HCF and LCM. So let's consider a number of which gives sum of 52 as x. So the other number would automatically be 52 minus x. So x into 52 minus x would be given by the product of 4 into 168, where 4 is the HCF of the two numbers and 168 is the LCM of the two numbers. So after finding our summation, we get x as 24 by 28, and from this we can find out the other number by 52 minus 24 by 28. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any doubts, please mention in the comment section, and for any all suggestions are always welcome. Thanks for watching the video.